Hello there, everyone. This is Soul Super 17 here, and let me get for this like usual. I do not own anything from My Hero Academia and Seven Deadly Sins. I do not own the characters, the names, the products, nothing, and I do not even own this picture. Alright? Okay. So, the thing I said that was gonna happen for the certain character that was gonna be shipped with Bond, and every character that's gonna be shipped with Bond is happening. There's only be one character is gonna happen, and that's happening because it's the only way I can figure out how to do it. That won't feel like someone's gonna have to compete, and and it's gonna be maybe temporarily or permanently. So it's where I want it to go. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Also, they're like 15 because of year training. So this is gonna be fun. Hope you guys enjoy this video now. What if Deku was trained by Bond? Part, I think 7? Double check. Yep, this is part 7. Okay, wanted to make sure. If it's not, then okay. Yep, just ignore what I said. But anyways. Okay, so basically, after what happened with he telling Nezu, oh my, Aizawa, his name was Izuku Midoriya. And how his mother treated him, and how he met Bond, and that he was immortal. He came from a different world altogether, a reality, and that his friends came back and get him with his basic girlfriend also being there too. Basically, I can never say the name right, and I wrote it down. So I'm not going to say the name now, no matter what. So, but basically, he just told him that, and he even showed, he even tells him that he literally stabbed himself in the heart one time to show that he can't die, because they didn't believe him, and it's not a quirk. So, every time he gets killed, or arm comes off and it regrows, it gets stronger, and everything. So, yeah, am I saying I missed my chance to give him like my quirk? He said, "Darn it." So yeah. Oh yeah. If I did not say this video is not paid, then I said no. Okay. Okay. But yeah. So after the USJ attack, Aizawa comes in, and I didn't think I may have gotten him a little bit hurt, but let's just say Bond told Deku that he can heal people with his blood. So right when he was in so yeah, maybe if I did not say he didn't, but let me just double check. Sorry, I haven't made videos in a while. Just a lot of stuff happened this week, and it's like Friday, tomorrow, Saturday. So like this week, I just been watching YouTube, and I just did not feel like making videos. I apologize, but hold up. Okay, I had to look back in the video, and I didn't make Aizawa, like he hurt, but let's just say he told them that if he can like give some blood to people, if they drink his blood, they'll be automatically healed and not be fatigued. So the to Nezu on my and to Aizawa when he was in the meeting with them and everything. So they're saying, "Oh, that's convenient." He goes, "Yeah, it is." Okay, so let's just go like the next day. This is gonna be when Aizawa comes in, and basically he just tells 1A that they're having 2 weeks off because of this. Even though none of you were hurt or, in any danger, still, we're giving you 2 weeks off. So, enjoy them, train, get stronger, and don't slack off. Alright? So everyone's excited. Katsuki is just thinking, like, I need to get stronger because Bon took out that thing so easily. So, she wants to get stronger, but she doesn't know how. She knows how exactly, but it's kind of hard because the way she wants to get stronger is to get used to her explosions. So, but she doesn't know what to do. So she's been like thinking about it ever since the Nomu. She got smacked. So Deku has been noticing this ever since like, yesterday, that night, when they had dinner. So he just tells her, maybe you should just work out, like, body, your muscles and everything. Because your bones keep on, like, hurting every single time when you overdo it, right? Katsuki says, yeah. He goes, and she goes, well, thanks, Bon. He goes, no problem, sis. Just remember, I'm always here to help. She kind of gets a little red because it's still embarrassing to her after all these years that the kid she bullied, aka she called Deku, is helping her out and doesn't even care about what happened. So it's kind of embarrassing still to her no matter what. So she goes like, okay. So he's just like packing up. He's just like packing his bag. Aizawa then like says to. Basically, he comes back and he goes, "Oh yeah, Bon, I need you to come with me." And he goes, "All right, see you guys." Then Kirishima asks, "What did you do, Deku? Not Deku. What did you do, Bon?" He goes, "I don't know. Probably let the toilet seat up or something. Who knows anymore?" And they're like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, I really don't know. I'm basically didn't really like get enough sleep. I actually just started yawning." Says, "Alright, see ya." So they get out of the classroom. Aizawa and him are just talking. He's saying, "So, are we going to a Nezu's office or a different place in the school?" So Aizawa says, "Neither. We're basically going to have you something new." So he was like, "Wait, what? We're having you do something new." "Alright." It was alright. He he's basically walking to he's saying, well, we are going to Nezu's office because he's asking you something, and he already talked to your step parents, Izuku. He was like, please don't call me that anymore. I don't like that name. He says, it's your original name. I'll call you Bon around everyone else, just not when we're by ourselves. It was fine, whatever you want, Teach. Ugh. So, right when he gets to, him and Aizawa gets to the office from Nezu, when they walk in, Aizawa says, Nezu, we're here. And Nezu is saying, perfect. Bon. I mean, Bon's fine, Principal. Nezu is, well, your real name is Izuku, I know, and I prefer to call you by the name you like. I'm terribly sorry. It's gonna be kind of hard to know your real name. Yeah, that's why we kind of have my name changed to Bon. And then he sees this girl in the chair. He just noticed this girl in the chair. he's like going like, okay, I don't know what I did, but I did nothing to her. Just want to point out, I did nothing. As he was looking at this girl, he's saying, "Oh no 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 no." Oh, okay. Just want to let you know, I'm not gonna know this person's name, and I will tell you who it is after I say it. But anyways, so he just asked Bond to sit down, and basically this girl saying Izuku, but I thought his name was Bond. So when basically Deku sits down, he says, "So, what's gonna happen?" I ain't sure this girl in school come here to help her out with something, teach her something new, or I don't know what. He goes, well, I like to get straight to the point, do you? Goes, well, I got plenty of time in the world, but hey, I like to know the details first before I do anything. It's a good characteristic of a hero sometimes, right? Yeah, not really. It can be annoying. But it's better off to have some details than none. He goes, yes, yes. Anyways, this person is a former, student of ours, and she's a teacher here at UA. And he just looks over, he goes, and looks at Nezu, and looks at the girl, and like, former student and teacher at UA. Well, or should I say it's the reverse now? Because we cannot have her be a pro hero when she's looking like she's 15 again. And then he takes a closer look, and he's remembering what Midnight looks like. He goes, and he just starts laughing. He goes like, "Oh my god!" And while he's laughing, he goes, "Midnight, is that you?" Midnight is red and nods her head. She doesn't want to say nothing. And Nezu's basically tells him, after school, Midnight was on her way home, and there was somebody with a time quirk robbing the store. So, it's a rewind quirk. Okay, let me just say this: it's not like Aerie. It's not like Aries from season 4. No, this quirk, this guy he can only rewind them by a couple of years. I don't know how old Midnight was, and I don't know Midnight's real name. I can look it up, but let's just say in this one, she was in her mid-20s, so so let's like 20, maybe 20 to 30 range. So he said, go back to when you were a teenager, when she didn't feel. She has all her memories about her quirk, but her quirk is still the same, where she makes men be hypnotized by her. So yeah. And okay, so back to the story. So this person's quirk was a time one. It manipulated her time by her age. So she's back to being 15 years old. And Deku was still kind of laughing. And as I was irritated a little, he was like, Izuku. He goes, I'm sorry. It's just, oh my god, she still looks the same way. Okay. So then he just says Deku says to Nezu, so let me guess. It aged her body backwards, but not her looks. Right? And Nezu nods and he was like, well, hopefully you're not going to be in class 1A because I already know one person's going to be all over her, and trying to probably ask her out, or I don't know. And he's talking about Mineta. But he says, well, I can probably keep an eye on her. And Nezu says, oh, perfect. Because she's not gonna be living with you. You're gonna be kind of, well, I would say roommates with her. He's like, wait, what? It was, yes, for a while you were gonna be living with her because, let's just say it went over online, and since you are immortal, you'd be the best person to defend her. And you have to bring one student from UA, and we're technically giving you a hero license. You and this other person, just to protect Midnight. And we're not going to tell you her real name right now. And he was like, okay, so you let my adopted parents know this. And like, yes. Midnight will be taking you to basically her place to basically protect her, as Midnight's face is getting redder and redder. And he's just saying, okay, I might bring my sister along. He says, young Katsuki. He says, yeah. And as I ask why, he goes, because it'll be good to have a girl around that's her age. And he's just pointing at Midnight, and as I was going like, oh, all right. So let me guess. As soon as I'm leaving school, I'm gonna have to grab Tatsuki and our like clothing for how many days? As I just says, to the sports festival. And when's that? After the 2 weeks mark. He's like, okay. You guys are hoping she'll be returned back to normal by then. As Nezu just says, we do not know. So for now, we're trying to make Midnight's life a little easier. And please understand, I would ask police and pro heroes, but you are immortal, so I figured it would be the best opportunity to put you in the line of duty at an early age, temporarily. As he says, I understand. Immortality, I still feel pain and all, but hey. I mean, I could probably be disintegrated and I'll still come back to life. As he was thinking about that, and he goes, I would not like to see that happen. He goes, yeah, me neither. It'd probably be a pain. Anyways, he looks at Midnight, and he's just saying, oh, okay. You're gonna come by our place, so me and Katsuki is gonna, get our shit together. Well, our stuff. Shit or stuff, whatever. Man, I don't think shit's a bad word, but so, if it is, I'm sorry. I want to curse a little bit. I like cursing. It's my vocabulary to do it. So, I'm trying so hard not to. So, if I curse here and there, please do not get upset with me. I'm trying to. Yeah. So, Bond gets out his phone. He calls Katsuki up. And he just saying, yo, Katsuki, I'm given a temporary hero license. And she's just yelling, what? Why do you have a... And I'm allowed to bring another person with me, so I chose you. And then she just starts screaming. She goes, thank you, thank you, thank you, you're the best brother ever. And he goes, oh, yeah. Don't you mean the best deku ever? And then she's like silent for a couple of minutes and says, you're not useless. And he was like, what was that? She says, you're not useless. And he goes, yeah, remember that. And then he says, pack up are you home? She goes, no. So go home, because I'm on the way there. We gotta protect a pro hero who has become younger, and everyone knows, and villains are gonna try to probably attack her now. And she goes, who? You'll see. And you never would believe it. So, as this is going on, basically, he just, so as this is going on while they're walking, Midnight just opens up her mouth saying, thank you, Bond. And he goes, well, you already know my real name. And she goes, what? Izuku's your real name? He goes, yeah, I just don't like using it. She goes, what do you mean? He goes, So he just tells her about his mom, how he was quirkless, his mom treated him horribly. He almost starved to death until sometimes when people came over, she was falling out, she didn't care about him basically, and then he met his teacher named Bond, and that he's immortal, so yeah. And she's just a little bit upset because a nice person like him was treated that way. And she goes, I was, if I knew you were through that, I would have. It just stops and just looks at her and goes, how can anyone know when a mom put on a fake smile and put fake love into everything? You can't tell the difference between real and fake. And then she just starts crying a little bit because she never heard anything that sad before. So then he just kind of sighs and says, "Look, it wasn't that bad of a life because my my teacher, I met my old friend again, and I have a good family now." So he just kind of just rubs her like not pats on her head, just rubs her head like ruffle it up. And she's blushing and say, "Hey, don't touch my head like that." He goes, "Hey," it looks like he stopped crying at least. And she gets even redder, and she's like, "Yeah." So basically, he's just walking away, and she's thinking to herself, why?" That's it. And I can say what else, but yeah. So when he gets back to his place, he says, "Yo, mom, dad, I'm back." And they say, "Oh, Bon, you're back." He says, "Yeah, Nezu told you." Yes, it's nice that he's thought about you since because of your, unique gift that you have and early pro hero, early hero work. This is going to be very good for you, Kasuki's mom saying. Kasuki's dad saying, yes, it was lucky that you were able to bring one extra memory. He says, yeah, I brought Kasuki. Yeah. And they say, oh, yeah, she told us. So you're going to pack up your stuff? And he says, yeah, I'll be back down midnight. And she's just like, can I stay? And he says, yeah, you can sit on the couch. So, she goes over, sits on the couch. Kasuki's mom walks over and says, so, I'm really am sorry to hear what happened to you. Kasuki's mom then lost midnight. She says, thank you. And Kasuki's mom saying, why are you so nervous? And she goes, well, it's kind of embarrassing, Midnight explaining. To have a student protect me, and having two students have to protect me and all for 2 weeks, and while they can become getting stronger and train more, and I just feel like a burden. And Kazuki's mom just laughing a little, just saying, "Don't worry, he that boy Bon always used to want to become a hero, and he couldn't." And Midnight says, he told me everything." So, yes, it's a tragedy. I've been trying to reach his mother for years now, and I couldn't even find her. I just wanted to give her a piece of my mind. Ask her how could she? That boy was such a nice person. Now he's so laid back and calm about everything. You can't even tell the nervous boy he was. As Midnight's just thinking in her head, saying, like, scared or frightened? That doesn't sound like him. So, after 10 minutes, Katsuki comes down and then Deku comes down. He says, alright, we should get going. See you, Mom, see you, Dad. Come on, Katsuki. And then Katsuki says, alright, I'm coming. As they say bye. And Midnight bows to them, saying thank you for hospitality, and they leave. And Katsuki's mom looks at her husband, and she says, I think Katsuki's starting to develop feelings for our little Bond. And her, and Katsuki's father is just thinking, Oh, oh God. And he says, yeah, if so, then she used to bully him. No wonder why she did. That's because he laughs a little. And this, but then he says, what about midnight? He says, well, who knows, maybe. Maybe it's just because she has to turn back, she was turned back into a teen. But if she does, I'll feel so sorry for Bond. You'll have to make a choice. As, so let's go back to Katsuki and deku. Sorry. So, let's say it took around 45 minutes to get to Midnight's place. And it's a pretty big place. Midnight says you can sleep wherever you want. She only has like one bedroom, no guest room, because she really doesn't get much company over that sleeps. So you guys will have to share the couch. Daniel just looks and says there's only one. So he basically tells Kaisuke, you're sleeping on the couch. I'm sleeping on the floor. She goes, you can't sleep on the floor, and he goes, you don't really think I'm gonna be comfortable on the couch, right? The floor would probably be better for me. As Kaisuke saying, fine. So basically, they're checking the perimeter. They made a plan that someone has to keep guard. So Deku volunteered for the first one. First watch. So he's basically up until a certain point in time. He tries to get Katsuki up, and it's not working. So he just sighs and he just stays up for most of the time. And nothing happens. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and he's thinking, alright, I can get some shut eye. So he just goes to where he had the. A blanket and a pillow. He decides to fall asleep. He gets around sleep till 8 o'clock. He gets up and starts stretching. He goes, that felt so good of a sleep. Yeah. And Katsuki's like, well, someone slept in. Because he's usually up early. He goes, yeah, you didn't want to wake up for your first walk, for your time. She goes, sorry, I'll take the first shift for tonight. He goes, yeah, you are. I'm not, staying up having all night again. She's like laughing, like, sorry. So midnight comes out, and she's, let's just say she has some bed hair. Vaughn just starts holding in his lap. He goes, Morning. And she's like, oh, yeah, you guys want any breakfast? And he goes, I can make it. Or Katsuki can. It depends. You in the mood to make anything today? Katsuki says, not right now. Alright then, I'll make it. So he goes into the refrigerator and let's just say she has eggs, like some potatoes, like somewhere in the cabinet he found like some potatoes and like some toast and and plus let's just say they'd like to give it a nice fruit, a vegetable in the morning, and some grapes. So he starts making dinner. I mean, after dinner, he started making breakfast, and it's almost he's making it a certain way to make it light and fluffy. light and fluffy, and like he had like some pepper to it to give it a little bit of a taste. And I'm not gonna go into details in this, but just making it like easy work. And Midnight's shocked by this, and she's just saying, "How does he?" As well. Oh, and Kosuke's saying, "Years of practice plus, he kind of learned from his teacher the basics of cooking." So he's just talking to them. He's saying, "Yeah, that is true. I mean, besides training with a physical body and everything else, I mean, he told me to always watch him, and I'll learn some stuff over time." He was right though. I did learn a lot. So, what else do you want with this breakfast? I mean, I noticed you had bacon in there. So you want some bacon, some rice, some. Well, I mean, rice is gonna be automatically with it anyways. I mean, if you don't want the hash brown, I mean, I'm just making a little bit of hash brown, so you know, toast is gonna be whole wheat. I should just start saying what's gonna be. Midnight's, that just sounds good. No bacon, please. He's like, all right. So after it's all done, he tells everyone to dig in, and when Midnight digs in, she's amazed. She did not expect it to be cooked like this good. She said, if you'd never become a hero, you can be probably a chef. And the Bond just laughs. So, you should have ate my master's food. I'll teach your food. It was a lot better than mine. She goes, really? He goes, yeah, 10 times better. He's been around a lot longer than I have. As he even then says, even Katsuki's able to cook too. But we learned from cookbooks and watching. So it's over time we learned. As Midnight is just amazed but this food tastes so good. She she usually just makes whatever she could real quick and then eats and goes. But to finally like be able to have some time like she used to for, before like school and everything to make something for herself, she's just happy. So Bond's just smiling and Kaisuke saying, "Why are you smiling?" He goes, "Well, look at Midnight's face. She looks real happy for some reason, so that makes me happy." And then Kaisuke's just smiling too. He goes, "Yeah." And so Kaisuke asks us, "Why are you so happy?" And she says, "Well, first off, I haven't eaten a proper meal in a long time, in a good while, or a long time, I forget. And two, I haven't been with like around people that much to even have like a proper breakfast." So she just says, "Thank you for coming here today and protecting me." He goes, "Yeah, well, if you need to go anywhere, you gotta let us know. That isn't anything specific like the bathroom." But Deku's saying, and Midnight saying, "Of course, don't want to make it that. So they also train. Midnight and Katsuki go to the gym, while Bond is also there. So he does lift the weights there, and let's just say he's like over anyone's limit. And everyone's like seeing this, and it's just like he has like say 100, 200 pounds, no, 300 pound weights, and then he goes like 25, 25 on each side, and there are two 25s plus a 10, and then a 5. So that's how much it is. I'm not like keeping track. Everyone's just shocked about it that this kid is doing it with, well, this person is doing it for fees. No one knows this. So that's what he does over time. And actually, I'll be right back with everyone. What up? Alright, I'm back, everyone, but okay. So, yeah, this goes on for 2 weeks. They train and everything. Kaisuke has gotten stronger because of the way she trained Midnight and Bond. So, Bond has been noticing Katsuki keeps on getting a little redder around him in her face. So he's thinking, oh, okay. Like, maybe I should tell her? I think she has a crush on me or something? You know, hold up. Yeah. Let's just. I think I said in one video that he knows about it, but he doesn't want to say anything. Like, but if I didn't, then, yeah. I think I tried to send it in one video, but then I deleted it. But, okay, so Bond's actually starting to notice a little bit about it. He's not sure yet. Midnight, on the other hand, doesn't get that way, but she's starting to think that Bond's really nice. He's really understanding. He's a good cook, and he's not a selfish person. Well, he's not selfish in the way that most people would be. So by that I mean, like, in this what if, like, some people are like selfish, like they only care about themselves, no one else. While he actually still wants to protect people and help out everyone, while whatever he needs to do. So she likes that part of him. So yeah. So after the 2 weeks are up, Sport Festival, is told. So I think they get, like, it's like 3 days later when Aizawa, like, they come back to school basically, and then they're told about the sports festival by Aizawa, and they say, and we have a new student in the classroom. So when Midnight walks in, they just give, like, a fake name, saying, this is Masare? No, not Masare. I was trying to think of a good name of Midnight. Like, what it could be, like, Mockery? Mockery? This is Mockery. Mockery, say hello to everyone. And she says hello. And as soon as freaking Mineta sees her, he wants to say, well, everyone thinks he's about to say something, but he just says, oh, so, hello there, Mockery. It's nice to meet you. All the girls are like, what? And then he said, then one of them basically says, well, let's just say, Momo says, Mineta, you usually act all. He goes, yes, I know, and I do apologize for my behavior. And Deku just says, okay, what happened to the real Mineta? And Mineta just says, well, after that little incident that you did in the locker room with me that one time, I've been thinking about it, and I have decided to work more on myself than care about if I have a girlfriend right now. So I'm making my appearance or my attitude and train of thought a little bit more appealing to everyone, and try to be way more respectful to women's privacy. So I do apologize for my behavior in the past. And then, he just said, and then he goes like, I was thinking, wow, I really had an impact on him. Cool. So when they get out, Bond's the first one there who was walking out the door. And so from class 1B and everywhere else, Shinso comes in and he says, oh, so you think you're better because you all went up against villains, and then let's just say Kirishima not to say, no, we didn't. It was only one of us, and Deku just holds out his hand before he can say anything. It was like, oh, you really think we went up against villains? And Shinshino says, yeah. They said some kid or student took down a villain. He goes, first off, that wasn't the person who took down it. The villain, as he puts his fingers up in quotations, is, why are you saying it like that? Because that thing wasn't human. We, three, 3 to 4 people heard us saying it wasn't human. It was made to kill All Might. It was made. So, not human. So, yeah. And here's another thing. Did you think we wanted to, have that happen? No. So, whoever you guys are, then you look over at Class 1B. Okay. So, you Class 1Bs, whoever you are in Class 1B, good for you. To everyone else who isn't in Class 1B, we're not stuck up people. We're not even snobs. We're just people who are trying to want to be a hero for the right reasons. Or for the wrong reasons. It depends on if we're only in it for the money and fame. If some of us are, then yeah, kind of the wrong reasons. But hey, we're trying to become heroes. So you all can be mad at us because we got a chance to do some actual hero work. Well, watch heroes fight, or you think we did some hero work, then go ahead. But here's the difference between all of you and me. And they say, what's that? I'm quirkless. And then he says, vanishing cloak. I'm not vanishing cloak. I keep on always forgetting the name. I think it's Silent Hunt or something to do with cloak. Hold up. Yeah, just remember, I keep on saying Hunter's Cloak. So, yeah, he activates Hunter's Cloak, and then he goes out the other end. He goes all the way to the other side, and then he just starts making his way through. And then he's on the way. He's past everyone. Then he deactivates it. He goes like, "Hey, I'm over here!" And then since everyone in Class 1B, everyone that he says, just basically told off to, or just look at him, and him going like, "How?" And he's just like smiling. He goes like, "Oh, see ya." And he just starts walking away. Katsuki just does the same thing like in canon, but Baka would say like, "Get out of my way, you extras." Midnight just says, "Can you please move?" And everyone just moves. So yeah, so Katsuki's like running up to Deku. Deku basically just saying, "Hey, you could have like, tried to help me out on that one." He was like, "I know you can handle it. Besides, most of the guys are weak anyways, and we're gonna have to like participate in 3 days." And Katsuki was like, "Why are we going to Principal Nezu's office?" He goes, "I gotta ask about Midnight." So as Midnight just says, "Hey, call me Miss Missouri." She's like stuttering a little. And he's like, "Fine, Missouri, come on." So he goes to Nezu's office and says, "Hey, Nezu, does basically Midnight have to participate in it?" He was like, yes, she does." And she was like, "But I already, well, we have to, since you are now a student and called Missouri, you have to participate in it." As she was like, "Alright, Nezu, so found out anything about it?" And Nezu just saying, it's very difficult because the person's not telling us anything. He's being very quiet about it. He was like, alright, let us know if you have anything. He goes, yes. So let's skip to 3 days later. So Mount Lady is going to be the one doing the, you know, slot machine thing. So let's just say everyone's there, and Shoto doesn't really care. Well, not Shoto. Like, Todoroki doesn't really care about Deku because he says he's quirkless. So he's just thinking, oh, he's just lying. He does have a quirk, and yeah. So here's what's gonna happen. Okay, so Mount Lady, does the slot machine, and it's oh, no wait, I'm skipping something. I'm skipping something. The best part, it's the freaking mic, the speech. So let's just say, for simplicity's sake, it's not Katsuki. It's just Deku who goes up. I think I said Aizawa just want to see how Deku really is, but since he wasn't the top scorer, well, let's just say, since that Katsuki denied it to go up, and she told Deku to, and so when he goes up, he just like kind of like grabs the mic. He says, "Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bon. I am not your average student, and you're gonna find out that in, well, the very first probably round, or anything really. I am very happy to be here, and I can see how everyone is too. And to the viewers at home, I hope you are going to enjoy this. Also, I can see a lot of people who have great potential here. As he's looking at the students, they're saying, but I can even see more potential in the people who think that Class 1A is better. Let me just state this. What you heard the rumors are about people who were attacked in the USJ. People have known about it. That there's only was one student who was in the fight, and Spawn just saying, there's no student. It was just a hero, a pro hero that was pretending to be a student. Reasons why? Well, there's just taking very, very good high precautions. As everyone in Class 1A is going like, but he's, and then Katsuki saying he's trying to not make everyone hate us, guys. And he's like, oh, he goes, yes, and so, I would just like to say that please do not hate Class 1A just because of something happened. It was not anyone's fault here, it was the villains who attacked us. So, I just hope you guys will understand that. As everyone in the UA is like speaking to each other, like, why is he, saying this? He goes, oh yeah, I heard about Class 1B. Like, Shinso, like, tried to do something and he just, like, disappeared and no one knows how. So, basically, he's saying, oh, and I hope everyone does try their hardest, because no matter what, I'm gonna win. I'm not being like selfish or greedy. I'm literally just gonna win. Understand me, everyone? And go beyond. Plus ultra. And then he just walks away. People started clapping, saying everything else was good, but the last part was a little bit like, does he really think he's gonna win? No one knows. So yeah. So when he gets back to his class, Kaisuke says I could have done it better myself, and freaking Midnight is there just shocked that he just literally said he was gonna win, and so she lights the guts on him. So it's the race. It does the slot machine. It's the race. So basically, Deku's just saying, this is gonna be easy. has Midnight saying, "I wouldn't think so. Trust me, you won't have a. It won't be easy for you." He just says, "Why?" And Jesus says, "You'll see." And so when I say go, Todoroki starts freezing the area, and he's like, but Deku can see the ice coming towards him. He jumps up and dodges, and when he lands, it kind of breaks. So he just starts basically plunging his foot into the ice until he gets up to near the walls of the basically the walls to the exit. And right when he does, he just starts jumping off of them from side to side to side, all the way out. And then when he lands outside, he just starts running. He Let's just say some people in his class already got out there, and they were like ahead of him. He just blitzes right past all of them. He gets up to where Todoroki is in a matter of minutes, where the robots are. So when right before Todoroki decided to freeze one, he punches right through one, right through the 3-pointer, and then just lands right on the outside. And says, "This had to see me so quickly, huh?" And just starts running. Deku is not holding back. He wants to show off his power. So Todoroki freezes the robot exactly the same way, and he's trying harder to keep pushing himself forward. So the next is the big giant gully. Bottomless pit, basically, that they have with the ropes and the platform. Deku gets over there and just jumps, pushes as far as he can, and he gets over to the other side safely. But he did crack the ground, so it's a little bit like it's not like very. He did it not on the edge. He did it like way before the edge, so it's safe. And yeah, so he's running forward. Katsuki catches up to basically Todoroki, and then when Todoroki goes onto a rope, Katsuki flies right by him with her explosions. Next you know the landmines. Deku just simply just goes like runs across them. And he's moving so fast that by the time he's already on the other side, explosions already happened. But here's the thing. He only hit one and it was only one. He made sure not to hit anywhere else. He just did not want to make it too easy for everyone. So yeah. Then he decides to wait for a little bit to give some people a fair chance. And all during the time, President Mike has been commenting on how his students actually have been doing good, and especially that Bond kid. And he's saying yes, Bond is very and an very very special case. It's unheard of, but I cannot say much because of its classified information. And President Mike is thinking, classified? Like, really? Principal Nezu and I know, along with All Might, we have decided not to tell anyone else about, because if anyone found out, people may try something. And let's just say Nezu, President Mike, not President Mike, Nezu, All Might, and freaking raise their head, or as you want to call him, think this is the quirk. But Deku has assured him it's not a quirk. He is quirkless. So they asked him just for a test to do, and it came back no quirk. So they really are in shock that this is no quirk, and they don't want no one to know. So yeah, so people in his class knows because he told Aizawa, and Aizawa said it out loud. So yeah, but so he just says what type of quirk he has, and it just says it's very special. It has a multi-purpose. And he goes, "Do you even know what it's called?" He was like, "No, it's that an ordinary. I mean, no one knows. It's just very different, very strange. Like all quirks are, but it seems to be more different than anyone else's. It was like, so as Todoroki and Katsuki are coming to it further, he just says, "See you guys." And Katsuki's making a bigger explosion. He says, "You're not beating me this time." As Deku's just jogging a little, Katsuki's catching up. He was like, "Oh, whatever shall I do?" And he just says, "Oh yeah." And then put one last foot in front of the other. And he just walks right through. He wins first place, Katsuki second place, and Todoroki third. And let's just say Midnight made some guys get didn't use her quirk, so she got like seventh place, and so on and so forth happened. And then the Cavalry battle, basically, Deku chose Midnight and not Ida, but Midnight, Kirishima, and we're gonna give it to Mineta. So Deku's a horse, Mineta is on top, the king or the rider. Kirishima's a horse, and Midnight's a horse. So when the timer starts, everyone starts coming at them. And Midnight doesn't want to use her quirk because everyone will know who she is then. So he then tells Mineta to start throwing his balls on his head around, and he does. So this goes on for, it was like 45, it was like a minute more. So this goes on for like about 50 minutes, maybe 55 minutes. And finally, freaking Shoto tries to freaking take the bell with either reciprocal burst. I mean, not the bell, try to take the ribbon. But, basically, Deku, during the 2 weeks too, he has learned that he can, basically cover people with his hunter's cloak. So he does that, and no one knows where it is, and the bell rings, and they come back on, and it says, "Ha, we won." And yeah, I wanted to save the fighting for next time. So yeah, I hope you guys understand, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you guys feel like you want. And yeah, everyone has a nice day. Bye. I mean, nice day or night. Bye.